beautify the home. And it finally is the reimagining of a mousetrap that we all used, which was a tape measure that, heck, we just didn't know how to use properly, and we had to do all these little workarounds. Pencil and paper, can I have somebody hold this end, blah, blah, blah. We'll leave it to a naval engineer who built yachts to decide that they needed a tape measure that was better and easier and one that wasn't intimidating, and this is that. It's the eTAPE 16-foot digital tape measure. We've sold over 225,000 of these total, and it's a feature price of $23.98, and it's the first day this year that we have it on 3 easy payments of $7.99. And because it is such a great gift for everybody, men, women, whomever, anybody who's creating anything, we have it on a buy more and save. So the buy more and save is of $3. And let me let you know or introduce you to Kylie Watts.
Good morning.
Good morning, my dear.
How are you?
So we've got colors in this tape measure, which are really cool. So Kylie brings us great home solutions, but shall I bounce over to colors really quickly?
Sounds good.
Because if you already know this and you missed it, because I know that when Dan presents this, oftentimes it sells out and you miss colors, let me just share with you that we've got them back in stock. So we've got the red, the black, the blue, the green, and I believe the green was out before, were you mentioning?
Yes.
It's back now, and the purple. And this is the final order of the year that just arrived, so make sure you get the color that you want at $7.99. What's the genius of this thing?
So it's an awesome solution because you said it, you know, the traditional tape measure has been around, and it's been around for over 100 years.
Yep.
And the problem with it's always been, you pull it out and you have to kind of guesstimate. You have to know the math, you have to know the slashes, you have to be able to count, because if you don't, then your project's usually ruined.
Right.
But with this was designed by a naval engineer because he was working in a shipyard on very expensive materials, teak, woods, things of that nature, and he had to have accuracy. He had to have precision, and he couldn't find that with just a traditional tape measure, so he created this big digital readout screen. So when you pull this out, it gives you your reading, so no more guessing.
Yeah.
You know, with accuracy and precision, every single time you have the right measurement.
How much do we love accuracy and precision?
I do.
Let me just share with you the red and black, very popular. I love the purple, the green, and the blue. I kind of especially like the green because there's a little day glow attitude to
Love
it.
it,
So
I know.
you'd find it at any tool drawer or any tool chest immediately.
Yes.
But here's the thing, getting a new home, this is how you do it. You're hanging your pictures, you're hanging your blinds, you want to hang hang some curtains. This is the way that you're going to measure things. You're getting measurements for those things so you can take them to that store and get the curtain material that you need or whatever.
Yes.
How do I do this in an easy way? Because we all see this on Pinterest and we love it, but we can't do it.
The gallery walls are all the rage, and so not only is this a big digital tape measure, but it actually has a control panel on it as well, so it's going to do a lot more for you to make these projects around the house a lot easier. So when you look at it, you see multiple screens. You have memories here, so if you need to store, you can convert it from inches, centimeters, fractions, decimals. You have an inside-out measurement, you have a hold button, you have even different things to get the center point. So that point.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So that means, hey, we have a gallery wall here, and we need to create this as well right now. So a funny story, because I'm actually going to take these down to show you how to do it. So these were put up, and there were 4 guys trying to do this with a traditional tape measure, and I was laughing so badly, thank you, Miss Rachel, because one of them was like, no, I don't need this, I don't need this. Look at that. He thought that was the center point. The center point's actually right here, and that matters when you're creating this. But why you can do this with the eTape, and I'm actually going to ask you to be my lovely assistant, is because so now we have a digital measurement. We're looking at this, it says 42 3/4, but with traditional tape measures, what you do is you try to take it and get that corner edge. You don't know the accuracy, you don't know the precision, you're bending it here. This was designed to give you an inside-out measurement. So when I hold this top button in, it's going to flip to arrow out here, adds that extra 3 inches. So I know exactly how long this is.
So that's telling us how wide the inside is between your border and my border.
You got it.
And
so
now we want the midpoint.
We want the midpoint. So if you had to do 45 and 11/16, what's the midpoint?
Not a clue.
You don't know? It's so easy.
Right,
no,
exactly.
It's not easy
That's
at all.
easy math. No.
Exactly. So the button underneath, I hold that in, and it's going to calculate that midpoint. Right, with accuracy, precision, 22 3/16. So I know exactly how to measure back and get that center point.
So come back until you get to 22 and 13.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So then
to
come
take
back.
that center point off. So you would come all the way back. You get 22, and what did we say was?
13/16.
22 3/16, but I have that outside measurement on too, so I want to take that off.
Yep.
Do it to the inside part here. So 22
and 13/16.
13/16.
And that's
right
it.
There.
That's your center point. Boom, shakalaka.
So now I've got this beautiful picture, and guess what? It's in the center of my wall hung perfectly, and I could do the same thing for my gallery walls.
20, right, exactly. From that moment, from that point, half and half, and then you've got the other pieces. It's super easy, and it made something that was so complicated and head-scratching, you know, actually fun, and to get something that is satisfying because you know that you've done the job right the first time. Because if you talk to any carpenter or whatever, they'll say measure twice, cut once.
I'm fixing your picture for you.
Thank you so much. They're like measure twice, cut once.
They do.
But you can actually see everything. So you've got hold, you've got different ways to measure, inches, centimeters, right? So there are different measurements as well. And it's all saying it. Am I holding this upside down? There we go. It's all saying it this way.
Digitally.
Yeah, digitally. So it's really easy to read. This is $7.99 on the Easy Pay. That Buy More and Save knocks the price down from $23.98 to $20.98. And you can get 3 easy payments on every one thereafter on the Buy More and Save as well. So the green is super fun. This is the green, purple, blue, black, red. I think for every tool chest, for every tool drawer that you have, anybody who's a homeowner, a home renter, anyone who does a little fix-it on the side, sooner or later you have to measure something. Well, if it's as simple as saying, how tall are you? You're like, let me measure.
I mean, that's a staple for any household, even college dorms. Yeah. Everybody needs to have a tape measure. It's a staple in the toolbox. But we've always had the old school ones. 1868 they were designed, and the design really hasn't changed. Sure, the presentation of them has, but now we have accuracy, we have precision. Even on windows here, so say you've got to get blinds or, you know, you're hanging curtains. These are the things that matter because you go to the home improvement stores, you have them cut the blinds for you. If they are off even just a smidge,
they're off.
No good. They're off.
Right.
So now I know that this window is 34 and 9/16, a number that I would never be able to figure out on this. I did the inside out measurement on here. If I was hanging a wreath or something, maybe it was a glass door, I could figure out that center point simply by holding this button right here in, and it'll calculate that for me. 17 1/4.
Yeah.
That's it.
Will you walk through the measurements that it will do? Because it
Absolutely.
does more than inches.
It does.
And so sometimes you're looking at things and they want to give you it in centimeters, or so what does it do?
Exactly. Well, and that naval engineer who created this, he needed multiple measurements, not just inches, and that's one of the other reasons why he made this. So we've got the inches and the fractions right here. Now we have the decimal system, so if you need 17.2.
Nice.
We have feet, so 1.44 feet.
Yep.
We have centimeters. We have feet and inches and fractions.
Wow.
And then we go back to where I like it, which is just the inches.
Right, exactly. That's apparently where I like it too. It's B35167. I'm going to show you colors again because when I said the final order of the year just arrived, the green is back in, but it was out. And green is now the most popular and most limited. So the blue, the green, the purple, the black, and the red. I encourage you to buy multiples. First of all, Mother's Day is 2 weeks from today. Father's Day then is just shortly thereafter. Again, if you already have a tape measure in your drawer, but this is the one that's the better one, period, bar none. So Kylie, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. V35167. I appreciate you being here this morning. And you know what? Guess what? This is Sundays with Carolyn and Dan. You haven't seen them yet, though, have you? You've been stuck with me so far, but guess what? Dan Hughes is here.